For our first breakdown for Kobra's Corner for Madden 13, we're going to go ahead and take a look at a play called Blue Close Post Drag. In this particular play, what I want to show you is how I like to run this against zone coverage. And I'm not going to look for the primary receiver, which happens to be this guy right here, which is going to be the split end. Now he's running that drag route from left to right. Now he's not the receiver that we're going to look to throw to. Instead, the receiver that we're going to look to throw to happens to be this guy right here, which is going to wind up being the halfback. And he's running the wheel route. As you look, as he comes out of the backfield, he'll wind up going up in this direction here, and he'll wind up breaking towards the sideline on this wheel route. Now, what we're trying to do to get him open is there's another route that's going to play an important part of this as far as getting him open against cover 3 coverage. And that's going to wind up being this receiver here, which is going to wind up being the flanker. He's going to break up the field here, and then he's going to break towards the post. And the reason I say that is because this defender right here, which is going to wind up being the left cornerback, what he's going to wind up doing in a lot of cases, if you look at it, he's going to wind up coming to the inside. And I want to show you what will happen here in just a bit. He'll wind up coming to the inside in this area here. Now, he may not come as far as I'm showing on your screen, but if he comes in just a little bit, then as the quarterback, as we drop back here, then we can go ahead and make that throw into that area there. And a lot of times we can wind up completing it. Now, there's something else I want to point out to you. As you look at it, you'll notice the ball is lined up on the right hash mark. Now, this is going to make this play work. If it was lined up on the left hash mark or further towards the left over in this area here, as I'm pointing with the arrow right here, then there's a good chance, matter of fact, I can tell you right now, this play is not going to work. So whenever you run it, you always want to run it to the near side of the field. So the near side of the field is the one closest from the left hash mark, in this case from the left hash mark all the way towards this here, or excuse me, the right hash mark all the way over towards the right sideline. And you can also tell, since it's the near formation, you can see he's lined up there. And this is the near formation. He's near closer to the sideline. But at any rate, I just want to go ahead and show this play to you. And this is against cover 3, which is a 4-3 stack. And let's take a look at the coverage right there. It's 4-3 cover 3 stack right there. And what we're going to wind up doing is just go ahead and run this play. And then what you're just looking for him is he comes across, you just want to make that throw in there. And he winds up completing it. And then you wind up picking some yards. Obviously, it was passed out of bounds slightly, but you can see the idea of this particular play and what we're looking to do when we make that throw. We're looking to throw it towards the sideline. Probably out of challenge that one. Let's go and take a look at an instant replay and just see what happens with it. And you can kind of see that this play is actually pretty effective as far as attacking cover 3 coverage, as long as you go ahead and use the total control passing that's brand new to the game this year. And a lot of times you can pick up those positive yards with that. So you can kind of see how he drops back in the pocket there. And then we're just waiting to see what happens here. And then as we see, I want to kind of watch out here. Now watch how this corner, as you look at it, let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. And you can see how this corner breaks just a little bit to the inside. And what he's doing is he's going to go ahead and cover that route that we talked about earlier, which is that flanker is running that post route. And if he does that, then we should be able to go ahead and make that throw towards the sideline on that wheel route that's ran by the halfback as he goes towards the sideline. Right there. So it's pretty close to being, man, it looks like it's out of bounds right there at the end of it. But you can see that it's certainly a nice play that you can go ahead and make that throw to, as long as you can go ahead and lead it towards the right. And kind of watch again as you go. And you kind of see he goes to the outside, and we want to make that throw. Now, one other thing I want to talk about, if he's not open, then you got these other routes coming underneath. So make sure you look for these two guys. You wind up having the tight end as he comes across here on his drag route. He may be an option. And then you also have the split end. So you have those two guys as far as the options to throw to if your other receiver is not open. Let's go back in here one more time, because I want to go ahead and go an instant replay and just kind of point that out to you as far as the reads that I would make when I run this play, as far as the way I was going to go ahead and show it to you guys. So this would be this guy coming out of the backfield, which is going to be the halfback who's running that wheel route. He's going to go ahead and be the number 1 option for me. And then as this guy right here, which is going to wind up being the split end, as he comes across on his crossing route, he's going to wind up being my number 2 option as he comes across. And then the tight end, as he comes across on his drag route or shallow crossing route, he's going to wind up being my number 3 option. So those are going to be my 3 receivers I look to throw to. Pretty much the other one, as far as the flanker is, as far as he's concerned, who runs the post route. If it's cover 2 and he winds up breaking up the field and he gets a cover 2 look, then you might want to throw to him. But that's what I would go ahead and make this play as far as my reads go. So the name of this play is called Blue Close Post Drag. You can find it out of the Bill Walsh playbook.